Hey party people, welcome back to the Lego City. Today we're going to be working on the beach. The beach in my Lego City is right in front. It's the first thing you see when you come in here, but it's been under construction for like a year now. So I want this to be the main focus before I start on anything else in the city. I don't think the beach itself looks too bad, but it's really the water and the ocean surrounding it. But also I wanted to spiff it up a little bit. I started Googling some Lego mocks of beaches and I found a few that I really liked. Mostly I wanted to get a better idea for what I want the ocean to look like and kind of some techniques on how to do that. But then I found this beach that was completely tiled over and I fell in love with it. I thought it was a really cool design, so I wanted to implement that in the Lego City, especially since the way that I have things set up right now is this giant grassy textured area with the river behind the beach, but then also a semi-textured ocean going on. I just figured that having that contrast between all of the studs versus the tiles for the beach would look really cool and also make the beach stand out, look a little bit cleaner. This is something I never really thought about doing until I saw this image. I really liked it. But you normally think of beaches as these really like rugged, rocky, well not rocky, but like sandy terrains. And there's like footprints and shells and people and you know, it's not a smooth surface. But then if you zoom out a little bit, it actually kind of is, right? Because like the water comes over it, so it is kind of smooth, even though we don't think of it as being a smooth surface. I don't know if that made sense, but I'm just trying to communicate how weird it feels to be tiling over a beach, but I think it's gonna look really good. The first step in all of this was to remove what was already there. I had a lot of different accessories and animals, people laying in the sun, and also this like surf shack kind of thing. I'm not actually sure what it was doing here, but I'm gonna be repurposing it soon. I decided to move the shack over to the corner so I would have a ton more space to place minifigures and just have fun beachy things going on. Then it was time to start tiling. Lucky for me, I already had a ton of different shapes and sizes of these tan tiles. And when placing these on the beach, I tried my best to have a good mix between just flat, tiled surface and some studs, because I do want to place a lot of accessories here. I want it to feel really beachy and fun, really alive, but I also didn't want it to just be fully covered with studs like it was before. And then using cheese slips here or there worked out really well, but I'll let you in on a little secret. I really only used those when I didn't do my math right when tiling, and I didn't really want to dig through my collection of 1x1 tan tiles to just like fill them in with little dots or whatever, but I already had a bunch of these tan cheese slopes sorted out, so I just threw those in there. This is the lazy girl Lego City update. Next, it was time to place some accessories here because that's what I was most excited about. I got these two different umbrellas. I got Darth Vader in his tanning bed, this rocker chick. We have a girl listening to music. We have a trash can. And then I put a coconut under the tree. There's a shell. Luke's land speeder there. Just, I don't know, why not? It's fun. A seal. I think that's a seal. A little starfish. And then I wanted to add a beach towel, but I wasn't sure exactly how to do it, but I came up with this design. I thought it looked decent, and you know, the tassels on the end were kind of fun. I put this fisherman guy there with his fishing pole, but I'll probably switch out his face printing at some point because you know, he looks like he's panicking. It took a little while to find him the perfect spot so that the other minifigs weren't too crowded next to him, but I think I did a pretty good job with it. Then I added this workout minifigure, some Chaos Cola from the Sonic set. I put one on his beach towel as well. And then I was thinking a little bit more about that surf shack and what to do with it. So I pulled out the laptop, opened the Google, and looked up jet ski Lego builds. Unfortunately for me, that was too hard, so I just settled with this boat that I already had. I didn't feel like building a new one, and this one worked just fine for this. It's a little inflatable raft that you can rent out from that shack. That seems pretty normal to me. We might revisit it in the future, but for now it's fine. Then I continued working along the coastline there, adding some more nougaty bricks and just making it look a bit more finished. I added this dock as well. I think it looks pretty cool, but I might switch out the tan pieces to brown eventually. But for the most part, I'm really happy with this. I'm so proud of it. And yeah, I'm just really motivated to keep going. So then it was time for the water and building out the actual ocean. Now I had something clear in my mind as to what I wanted to do here. This summer, I attended the Brick Slopes Lego convention, and while I was there, I saw the most beautiful, pure, boardwalk, beachy build I had ever seen. And they used this really cool technique for the ocean where they didn't push their pieces all the way down. Now, I don't know if that's legal or not. I don't care. The police aren't gonna show up and, you know, push down my pieces all the way. So like, it's really whatever. But I thought that the unevenness of the ocean made it look more realistic. You know, oceans aren't flat. If they are, then like, isn't that like a bad sign, or tsunamis or something? I don't know. But I do know that there's supposed to be waves in your ocean. So that's what we're trying to replicate here out of Lego. I wanted to have a nice combination of 1x2 transparent blue tiles, as well as like cheese slopes that are either light blue or clear. Because I think the white transparent cheese slopes really replicate foam in the ocean pretty well, so I want those along the coastline, and then it'll transition into like light blue and then darker blue, and hopefully it'll look something like you know, an ocean. I wasn't sure how to get this texturing to be perfect at first because I've never done this before. I didn't know like how uneven it should be, but I did my best, and I'll probably just like revisit it as I continue to build. Before I was even finished with anything here, I was like, maybe I should add a surfer. So I built a little wave where essentially the pieces are just like elevated by a plate or two rather than like on base plate level. Grabbed a green surfboard, found a Patrick minifigure, and just, I don't know, added him to the city. I thought it was cute. My initial technique for the tiling was to simply put the tile down, but then not press it down all the way. And while it did create an uneven effect, it just wasn't as good as what I was hoping for. So then I decided to try something else where I take this little trans blue stud and place it under the tile. And we end up with this, where we can then just kind of like place it down, tilt this down slightly, and it just ends up so much more uneven. And this new method, combining the stud and tile, is what I used for all of the water here. And I'm really happy with how it's starting to turn out. I added on the Patrick's wave just a bit more because it was definitely lacking. It needed more volume. And I also started outlining in the ocean where I want the darker water to be, and kind of making a mental note as I'm building out the lighter blue where the darker blue will wrap around the coastline. Anyways, y'all, just a quick side note as I'm building here. It has been a long time since I've been working in the Lego City. I've been traveling most of the summer, and I just haven't had time while I've been home to actually make progress. And honestly, it feels really good to be back in here and having fun with the city. I have so much stuff that I bought this summer that I've been waiting and waiting to be able to incorporate into my Lego City, but I just didn't have time till now. If you're enjoying this video and you want to see more like this in the future, please do consider subscribing down below. Throughout the entire month of October, I'm planning to just go ham in the Lego City, make a ton of progress, really focus in on mock building as well, and just put out a ton of content for you guys. So I'm excited for you to see. To be fair though, I haven't been completely inactive. I have been working on some other projects that I can't wait to share with you soon. There is a little hint over here. Let me know if you can see it. But anyways, now let's chat a little bit more about the beach and where we're at so far. I am really happy with the ocean progress. Let me know your thoughts on this tiling method. You can kind of see it on camera, hopefully. Basically, all of the pieces are like slanted up like this to kind of replicate waves. Let me know if it has that effect, or if it doesn't, then I should probably rethink everything. But what I was trying to do with the river is have it be very calm and smooth, because rivers aren't too turbid for the most part. I mean, some places are, like around the rocks, which is why I started around the rocks to make it go from smooth to then like ocean waves, and just kind of have that be the transition between smooth and chaotic waters. Also, you can kind of see it here where they align perfectly throughout. I didn't want that to be the case everywhere, so I did have a few tiles that were like to the side, like angled differently. Instead of being like this, they were like that. And that helped offset things a little bit, make it look a bit more random, because I don't want it to look super uniform here. It's an ocean. That wouldn't make any sense. I also tried to find a good combination between the water kind of like crashing up on shore versus not, and I think I did a good job with it to make the coastline look natural. I also mentioned that I updated Patrick's wave here for surfing, and I'm still not thrilled with it, so I'll have to look up some other designs on waves and how to build them out of Lego, but for now this is a pretty decent start. I did try a combination of dark blue, lighter blue, and then clear on top, but I still feel like it's lacking just a bit. Maybe it needs to be bigger, I'm not really sure. You're also probably wondering why I stopped when I did, because obviously the ocean is huge and we're nowhere near done. Well, I had all my pieces in here, all my little studs that I was using, and I've run out. These, I don't know if you can tell, but they're not studs, or like maybe there's one left, I don't know. But I'm out of pieces somehow. I never thought I would run out of these like little trans blue studs, but here we are. Because each one of these tiles here requires a stud underneath, and I even got creative with it. I picked through all of my clear, dark blue, and light blue studs that were in this pile. Oops. And I even picked through here. I grabbed all the cheese slopes that were clear, as well as in here, most of the dark blue or any trans colors in here. If you see any, then let me know. I think I grabbed them all, but I'm not sure. So yeah, we really are out of pieces, which is kind of crazy. So yeah, I need to make a bricklink order, or like find a pab wall with more trans blue, or even just dark blue, honestly. I used those for some of the studs here. You can kind of see this one. I think the dark blue worked well because of the base plate color, but I don't know. I just played around with things until something looked decent. And I'm actually surprised here how good it looks with these studs. I left a ton of studs here because I figured people would wait in line to rent out this little like dinghy raft thing. You know, there'd probably be a line, a lot of people exchanging money. So I was sure to leave my options open here so I can like place more minifigs in the future, and then just like more studs here. I don't know what people are going to be doing, or if there's going to be birds. I don't know, but at least I have options now, because I don't want to go through and take out the tiles and then retile it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm happy having the studs there already, even if I don't use all of them. And I really do like this little turtle, so I'll probably try to find some more of those at some point, like have it lay eggs or something cute. I know I've mentioned this in videos before, but I grew up in Florida on a little lake. Technically, it's like a pond pond, I guess, like scientifically, because light reaches the bottom. There's like a technical definition of what a lake is versus a pond. But yeah, I'm just gonna call it a lake for the sake of this video. And I remember when I was like 10 years old, a turtle came up from the lake and laid eggs in our yard. And I was like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. There's gonna be little baby turtles. That's so cool. Essentially what I'm saying is that we might have a turtle sanctuary in the Lego City pretty soon. We'll see. I need to find a way to make turtle eggs out of Lego first. But I guess now would be a good time to tell you about the future plans for this area, because I have a few. Numero uno is to add something here, right? Because our ocean area is gigantic. There's like a lot of nothing going on. And we do have the Lego Ideas Lighthouse over here, just kind of chilling. It's like not really integrated in the city. It just kind of lives on a base plate in that region. And I don't want to add it here. I don't think that that's the right call, but I do want to add some sort of island, some sort of mock, something going on here, because I do enjoy rock work and I've had some practice with it. You can see like the beachy wall going on. I just think it would be cool to like have fun here, have like a little pirate cove. My husband Ross and I have been watching the live action One Piece and we made all the minifigures from it. They used to live here. I think Ross stole them back from me. Hold on one sec. I'm gonna go steal them back. Did you take my One Piece minifigs?
They're on my thing.
On your thing?
Right over there.
I got the boat. Oh, we are in our One Piece fan era. We just started the anime and it's so much fun, but you can see we made all the different minifigs there, or we meaning Ross. He actually has a full video making this ship. Go check it out. It's really good. I'm actually really surprised at how good Ross is at mock building. This looks great. The little goat on the front too. Anyways, it might be kind of fun to have like a little pirate cove kind of thing here and include like the One Piece minifigs in that section. I also have the Scooby-Doo boat over there, so it'd be kind of cool to do like a Scooby-Doo hideout instead. I'm not really sure, but I want to have some sort of giant brick-built rocky island in the middle of the ocean. So let me know what your thoughts are on that. Anyways, y'all, I am feeling really good about the Lego City. I feel like a real mock builder now, especially once you see the project I've been working on that comes out soon, hopefully. And I really have made it a goal of mine to put out way more content in October. I want to go ham into Lego City, just build like crazy. I am so motivated right now. And I'm just really looking forward to sharing all of that with you. So again, make sure to subscribe if you're new. Bye!